You may have seen that earlier this year, Aptera entered the validation phase at Pininfarina's world-famous wind tunnel for the purpose of determining its aerodynamic shape. However, this is not the only thing that we are doing to justify our solar-powered electric vehicle. It is with great enthusiasm that we provide to you today the opportunity to go on a trip through the validation phase, which is an essential stage in our mission to make solar mobility a reality. In this video, we will delve into what this phase comprises, discussing its relevance as well as the time frame that will take us towards the construction of a solar-powered electric vehicle that is dependable and safe. But before we get into it, let's take a look at the stages of development that have brought us to this point. The validation phase. Important steps to take. Number 1. The production of production equipment with a long lead time for Aptera's Bin C. Over 60% of the critical equipment and tools that are required in the process of creating Aptera's body in carbon, Bin C, have been finished and commissioned, as was mentioned in our monthly update. Notable among these are the stamping dies and post-process tools that are utilized in the process of incorporating carbon fiber SMC with a force of up to 5,000 tons into Aptera's component parts. In the event that you have not yet viewed it, we strongly suggest that you spare some time to indulge in some geekery with us. Compared to the equipment and tools used for other vehicle zones, these tools have the longest lead periods for production and require the biggest capital investment. Additionally, they are the most expensive. It is imperative that we make progress in this area in order to get Aptera on the road and into your driveways as quickly as possible. Secondly, the manufacturing and verification of components for Aptera's Bin C. Stamping dies and post-process tools, which are pictured above, are now being used to stamp the body portions of our production intent builds, also known as PI builds for short. Additionally, over the course of the next few months, our team will be utilizing PI builds as the vehicles for conducting additional testing and validation. Not only will they have the appearance of a production vehicle, but they will also function quite similarly to one. In order to ensure that these body parts have the appropriate thickness and surface tolerance, they are subjected to a comprehensive validation process that involves the utilization of a coordinate measuring machine. The parts that have green stickers on them indicate that they have been validated, that they have passed the test, and that they are suitable for use in our PI builds. Aptera's Bin C is formed through the bonding of various body sections. After all 6 of the primary components of Aptera's body have been finished and validated, they will be bonded together to form the full Bin C. After that, the entire structure will be tested once more to ensure that the body closures are within acceptable limits. The fourth step is to initiate production intent, PI, builds, and progress builds. Once the Aptera body pieces have been bonded together to form a complete Bin C, the additional processes will be carried out in order to construct a full PI build. The first step in this procedure involves utilizing the structural battery pack to connect the front and rear subframes. Next, the assembly is incorporated with the Bin C, and finally, the remaining steps involved in our vehicle assembly process are shown below. When we begin to include more and more of the components and pieces for Aptera that are included in the production intent, our initial builds will be considered progress builds. By doing so, we are able to increase our manufacturing to full PI builds, which will eventually result in all of our production parts being manufactured using production equipment and tooling. Aptera's goal is to deliver a solar electric vehicle that brings us one step closer to the goal of making every travel powered by the sun. This will be accomplished through carefully completing the validation phase. We are hoping that you will continue to check in with us. Number 5. The process of testing and validating the PI build starts. In the course of the testing and validation process, our PI builds will be subjected to stringent evaluations with a particular emphasis on a variety of essential components, including but not limited to the following. For the purpose of maximizing ride comfort and handling dynamics, the suspension and dampers will be put through their paces. Each and every brake system will be subjected to a thorough inspection in order to guarantee accurate stopping power. To ensure the safety of passengers in a variety of situations, airbags are calibrated. The thermal system will be evaluated to ensure that it is able to sustain ideal operating temperatures for both the passengers and the system in a variety of conditions. Both the powertrain and the battery will be put through rigorous testing in order to make an assessment of their effectiveness and longevity. The integration of software will be fine-tuned to optimize the operations of the car, which will ensure a driving experience that is uninterrupted. PI constructions are now subjected to crash testing and safety inspections. Testing for both safety and crash is going to be the primary focus of the next step of the validation procedure for Aptera. PI builds will be subjected to a number of rigorous evaluations, which will include the following: regulatory compliance inspections to guarantee that industry standards are being adhered to. For the purpose of ensuring that the highest production standards are maintained throughout the duration of the validation process, quality assurance will be evaluated. Aptera drivers will be able to enjoy long-lasting performance and peace of mind thanks to the rigorous testing that will be performed on the durability and reliability of the vehicles. Through the process of tuning, every facet of the vehicle's design will be fine-tuned in order to maximize both its efficiency and its overall safety. Aptera's commitment to passenger safety and vehicle integrity will be reinforced through the use of a variety of real-world scenarios that will be included in the safety and crash testing, respectively. Number 7. Manufacturing validation, which includes evaluating manufacturing lines and individual pieces of machinery. When Aptera is in the manufacturing validation phase, the company's attention switches to making certain that the manufacture of our solar electric vehicles satisfies the highest possible requirements of both efficiency and quality. Over the course of this essential step, production equipment and assembly lines are subjected to testing and fine-tuning in an effort to simplify manufacturing processes and achieve the highest possible level of precision. Our commitment to delivering Aptera vehicles that are constructed with the finest precision over the long term is based on the fact that we rigorously evaluate every aspect of our production systems. Number 8. The beginning of manufacturing and the beginning of the first deliveries. The journey that Aptera has been on will culminate in the moment that we have all been waiting for, which is the moment when we begin production and making preparations for our initial delivery. The first delivery will signal the beginning of a new era in environmentally responsible transportation, which will be the result of years of tireless work. First and foremost, we will pass over the keys to our 2,000 pioneering accelerators who have been instrumental in facilitating the beginning of a more positive, environmentally friendly, and less destructive future on the road. It is still possible to purchase one of the first 2,000 Aptera automobiles, but the amount of time you have left is limited. Be sure to check out the header of our website to get an accurate count of the number of available spaces in real time. Until our 2,000th slot is filled, anyone who invests $10,000 or more will have the opportunity to be one of the first to take delivery of their very own Aptera. This Aptera will come with commemorative and serialized markings that highlight the significance of your revolutionary car. Thank you for watching. See you in the next time.